but he was being paid to make sure that none of these Ku Klux Klan men from this certain area in Tennessee would not bother them. But it was all at a price. As long as they were being paid and they were getting something, everything is at a price. And this type of shit's going on worldwide. Like I said, especially in Mexico, you got the cartel, the government going to all these people and these businesses, making them pay them to have business. No, hell no. All that stops now. Nobody has to give no man on this planet a damn penny. If that's their business, that's their business. No man has the right to go and make people, threaten people that they have to give them money or they have to do this and this and that because you're going to kill them, because you're going to tear their businesses down, or you're going to raise hell or do whatever the ugly bad things that the dark men and women of you do worldwide. It ends now. And especially here in the United States. Many of you disgust me with your ugly ways. I'm telling you now. Many parents have done ugly things, unjust things pertaining to their very own children because of generational curses. Many of you are guilty of doing ugly things to your own children, your own families, and other people because of your own generational curses, what you were taught by your own bloodlines. President D. Franklin came up, Roosevelt. Something about this president was not well. What he was teaching, what him and his family were doing, they had a very lot of bad ways pertaining to racism. All of this bloodline, these people, they're going to receive karma. He was the 32nd president, 1933, died in 1945. And this time, this was the Great Depression. So not only are you dealing with people that are being racist, you're dealing with the Great Depression. These people were barely making it, barely have food on the table. Then Franklin Pierce came up. He was the 14th president, 1853 to 1857. You see what I'm saying? These people keep this shit in the bloodline. You got President Franklin, then all of a sudden you got President Franklin Pierce. This is how the bad men and women try to keep their bloodlines in charge, because they try to keep everything in the family, and then they keep their ugly ways that they're teaching this world or trying to control this world. They keep it in the bloodlines. Not no more. I guarantee you, not no more. Presidents are also often related. It says presidents are related. Yeah, I said they keep it in the bloodline. All 7 kingdoms, keeping things in their bloodline. So all 7 kingdoms, everybody's going to receive karma. For whoever was teaching and doing bad things or treating humans inhumane, you will receive karma, and your bloodlines will too. Not always a good thing for all of us involved. It's not, because that's why all these ugly things were going on from lifetime to lifetime, year to year, and within the whole world on planet Earth, Mother Gaia. When I was watching this movie, the dead was coming. So many of your ancestors, this room was freezing cold as I was watching this movie about racism, as my face is red right now, because many of the dark men and women of this world, they can hear me clear as day as I'm speaking right now, and they don't like what I'm saying, and I don't give 2 shits because they ain't got nothing to say, because they know they're guilty and their convictions eating their asses alive. And I hope it does, for being inhumane to humans on this planet, which many of you were never supposed to do to begin with. You did not have the right or the authority to treat people the way all of you have been treating each other, and the laws and the rules and the different things that you have been doing on this planet, and the things that you have been teaching and the lies that you have been telling. You will receive karma immediately, and so it is, and so shall it be, and it is done, and it is mute. I said what I said. Many of you, you're feminine or masculines. You're regretting the choices on who they picked. I was getting messages that many of you right now, you could be a twin or a soulmate. You could be someone's twin or your soulmate, and you're regretting who you're with. You're regretting the choices that you made. You're not happy in the relationships that you're in, or the friendships, or the business partners. So a lot of you are regretting choices that you have made till this very day. What? Wishing it was. Instead of them. Oh, yeah. You were wishing that you were with someone else instead of who you're with because you chose the wrong partners. I'm talking to my feminine and my masculines right now. This is the sign of synchronicity I was getting in this movie. Because this light-skinned woman ended up with that white man, she didn't want to be with that white man. She wanted to be with the black guy. Many of you feminine, masculines, twin soulmates, you're in relationships, and those are not even relationships you want to be in. Many of you are in this relationship because your parents told you that this would be a good thing for you. A lot of you, you believe your mothers and your fathers. You let them control you. You let them live your life. You let them tell you what to do. Well, that's going to end too. No matter what you all want as their parents, these people have the right to choose their own life. Don't choose their lives for them. That's why you mess up these people. Don't be trying to set people up and tell your own kids who they got to be with, who they got to marry, or whatever. You are responsible for messing up your own bloodlines, your own families, and your own children because of your ugly, dark ways. Period, point blank. And then everybody suffers. Someone got caught having some of you, you're a karmic, or you're a feminine or a masculine. You got caught having sex in your car. They found out you were having sex with someone else in your car. This is for someone out there. And I put many of us like to do this worldwide. Many of us have done this because it's an adrenaline. It's a rush. Okay? But some of you, you're guilty of being caught because you were acting like you were this saint, that you never do nothing wrong, and your man or your woman caught you either with a family friend or another person having sex in the car. That's for some of y'all out there. Some of our parents ruin our lives because of their own insecurities, messed up our lives, and because of their ways. Okay? And they instill their ugly ways on us. That's sad, and it has to stop. I already told you that. Many are praying for you're wrong. Many are praying. So we got a lot of people out here, collective viewers, feminine, masculines, my 144,000. There are a lot of people out here praying for the people that are doing wrong, bad things to us. You need to know this. There's many people that are praying for us, and we need that right now. All of us should be praying for each other because we're all in this together. There's going to be confirmation coming out about Tennessee and racism. Whoever is guilty of any racism in Tennessee or in the United States or worldwide, you will be receiving karma for being inhumane to other human beings on this planet. This will no longer be able to be an option for any of us on this planet. And then there was a white man that came into these two brothers' lives because they were both singers. Like I said, their mother could sing and both sons could sing. This man was from Germany, okay? So it says many of the German went there, the same as the African in the United States. Many countries have gone through pain and suffering, many deaths, slayings. I put that already. I told you these people, they were burning the black people. They were slaughtering them. They were doing ugly things to these people. This white man that was from Germany, he was trying to connect with these two brothers. He was literally telling these African people, like, I could relate to you because I'm from Germany. They were treating all of us like we weren't good enough because he's from Germany, but he wasn't German. He was Jewish. He was telling them how Germany was having them in the, in the camps, having them like slave, having them caged up, not feeding them, treating them like they weren't shit. A lot of you need to know a lot of us have gone through these things. From all countries are guilty of hurting human beings and doing unjust, inhumane things to all of you. Very ugly, disgusting, degrading things. And each country in all 7 kingdoms, everybody will be receiving karma from the top to the bottom. And I'm talking about all of you better start changing, and generational curses got to be broken, and bloodlines. And everybody better start knowing we are all one, and unity is about to take place. And if you can't conform, and do what we need to do to create heaven on earth, you got to go. Twins and soulmates both have to learn how to survive. That's how you will help each other, humanity. So the sign and synchronicities I was getting for my twins and my soulmates that are not together, the way that you help each other is by getting yourself together, by doing what you have to do. When you get yourself together and you're doing the right thing and you're getting your life together, and then that's when you will come together and you will connect. If you're not together right now because of whatever's going on in your spiritual warfare in this matrix, just know, do the right thing, pray for each other, stay in the light, get through your battles, and know that you will come together at some point. That's how you need to do it, okay? Collective, someone will have a audition and sing, dance, act, write, create, build. I already told some of you, this is the sign of synchronicity for the second time in the movie. A lot of you are going to become a star. A lot of you, somebody's going to come and tell you you're going to have an audition. They're going to see you could sing, you could dance, maybe you could act, you're a good writer, maybe you know how to create things, build. A lot of you, you're going to be getting positions. So be ready, but make sure you know how to read and write. And if you do not, you need to learn how, and you need to make sure you have someone that you could trust that can help you. Okay? Many musicians work to take care. Okay, what I also was getting in this movie, especially at this time in 1947, a lot of these people, like the African people, they barely were making it. Like I said, these people were being treated like slaves, but had so many gifts, singing, dancing, all type of beautiful gifts. So many of you Africans, just like many other countries, a lot of us, at this time, the depression was going on. You were trying to work to take care of your mother, your father, your families. And this is what this young brother was trying to do, the good one and the bad one too. Okay? They were trying to take care of their families at this time because it was hard for them. Racism, they were being treated inhumane, and the depression was going on. And this is what many of you still do till this day. You want to become famous, you want to use your gifts, but the bad men and women of this world always put things in front of you to make it hard for you, or for you to sacrifice something for you to be who you truly are. Hell no, that's not going to happen anymore. As my cheeks are red and burning, you want to know why my cheeks are red and burning? Because the devil's mad, and so are the dark men and women of this world, and I could give two flying shits. You're mad because I'm telling you the truth. You're mad because I'm telling you wisdom and knowledge. You're mad because I'm about to help this planet. Well, get mad. Because when you get mad, I get glad. Many musicians, also what I was getting for many of my musicians, and this has been going on for many lifetimes, the dark men and women of this world, they make you don't even get what the devil has been doing in these dark men and women. They have been making a lot of you get hooked to drugs. Many of you musicians and actors, you shoot up. Your ancestors were shooting up before you. They have you not only sacrificing yourself for your own gifts and your own talents, but then they're even trying to degrade you and lower you and always keep you lower than them by making you get stuck to drugs. Shooting up, snorting, drinking, smoking. That's not how it's supposed to be. You shouldn't have to feel like you need to be on drugs to share your gifts, humanity. You should be proud of who you are. Share your gifts without feeling like you have to be drugged up or high to show the world who you are. Hell no. Take your mask off and show the world who you truly are, and express your gifts the way that you have to. You don't have to conform yourselves to the bad men and women of this world, or to anybody for that matter. That's sad but true. We shouldn't need to do this, humanity, any longer. This will end too. Many of you, I'm sorry that you're going through these things, or your people went through this from lifetime to lifetime. But you shouldn't have to be shooting up or feel like you have to be drugged up to show the world who you are. Capital Royal is a sign and synchronicity of Chicago, and Chicago came out. So definitely this has something to do pertaining to me and a lot of Chicago and many of my musicians, actors, and families, okay? Especially of that are not Caucasian, okay? Confirmation. Some of you, like myself, confirmation is here that you may have manifested a recording studio, your recording studio, and everything's going to come to pass for your manifestations, whoever that's for, sign and synchronicities, and it's going to be beautiful, and you're going to help humanity. Some of you, your name could be, the guy's name was Bayor, like Byur. Some of you, your last name could be Boyd, or you could know somebody named Boyd. That could be a sign of synchronicity. Something about the African tribal dance, okay? Something could, humanity, something could come out about Africa. And also with Africa, many of you need to change your bloodlines over there, and your generational curses too, on what you're teaching people, okay? Your people. Especially when it comes to dark divination, because many of you are guilty of using magic in a dark way, okay, in Africa. That has to end and stop too. That means many of us worldwide have to reprogram our mindsets, okay? The last thing I have is the color folks were working, singing, and dancing for the white folks. This won't be allowed. The color people and these people, what I was putting here is basically they wanted these people, these brothers were talented. They wanted to make money off of them. They wanted them to work for them. Yes, they paid them and stuff, but they weren't allowed to bring their families in these white places. They were only meant to entertain the Caucasian, but yet no black people could come in. But as long as you were benefiting the Caucasian man, it's always okay. But if you're not benefiting them and they're not getting nothing from you, then they really ain't trying to mess with you, is what I'm saying. And that's not right. So many people will be receiving karma. This is what I got from this movie. People will no longer be doing the inhumane things that many of you are guilty of doing, humanity on this planet, from lifetime to lifetime, country to country, all 7 kingdoms. Everybody's going to receive karma. So if you've been doing good, then you know you ain't got no problem. If you've been putting out bad, killing, destroying, being inhumane, lying, cheating, stealing, conniving, being unfair, trying to act like your race is better than the next, making up fake laws, trying to be in control, thinking you could do whatever the hell you want to do on this planet, you better think again, honey, because it's all coming to an end. And that's what God and the universe wants me to tell all of you. So take the signs and synchronicities and really think about what I said, because these are very serious things that all of you need to be knowing and thinking about. There's choices that need to be made, and I hope for all of you that are involved on this planet, you make the right choices. Okay? I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for listening. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Goodbye.